my favorite coffee cup.
That's my favorite.
It's got a B on it. It reminds you to be
It reminds you
your best. Be, I don't know, be something.
It reminds you to be happy. And
it reminds you to be a badass.
I got this cup from Hobby Lobby, and I got my coffee beans from Whole Foods.
I got this cup from Hobby
Lobby.
Okay, we're losing so much time.
I'm Riley Wilkes.
I'm Jack Elliott.
And we are
Good
Foot Forward. And we are going to be posting a video
every weekday.
Yeah.
Until
we get
our revenge.
We're going to get it.
We're going to get our revenge. Okay? And today,
what are we talking about?
How Post Malone is better than David Bowie.
We're going to talk about how David Bowie is better than Post Malone.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Seriously?
Dude, okay. I'll just say this. David Bowie's a badass. Okay? He's a badass for a lot of reasons. You know, Ziggy Stardust, badass. David Bowie, badass. They're the same people. And a couple things that because we do our research a little bit before.
Some of us more than others.
Okay. You don't know that, but whatever. Anyway, fuck it. Did you guys know that when David Bowie's on stage, like in the early 2000s, he actually had a heart attack on stage, but like still kept playing anyway? Because so the interesting thing about that was he had a blocked artery. The dude had a blocked artery and was having chest pains while he was performing on stage and finished the show. And it turned out he had basically had a heart attack on stage and finished the show out and kept going anyway, which I thought was super impressive.
That's pretty badass. I will say that's pretty badass. Did you know Post Malone has a picture on Facebook of him looking like he's on drugs when he's not actually on drugs?
When he's not, and the whole world freaked out.
Everyone's everybody thought he was just blazed out of his mind on something gnarly, and he's like, no, I'm just enjoying the music.
He's having a good time. I promise. Yeah. And even if he was on drugs, who cares? That's his life. He can do his thing as long as he's not going super over the top.
You should still be safe, yeah.
But that's
back to what's important. Okay, David Bowie, he was a pretty solid performer, right? But Post Malone can't get much more American than Post Malone. Post Malone, born on July 4th. Really? 1995.
Wow.
David Bowie isn't even American.
He's not. But that's okay. America! Motherfucker!
Okay. That's cool.
Interesting.
How about some numbers? I like playing numbers. David Bowie has sold over 100 million records. Post Malone has sold over 65 million records.
Really?
Now, my first thought, 100 million is bigger than 65 million, right? Mm-hmm. That's fair. You can't dispute that at all.
But David Bowie's been around for much longer.
Let's think about the numbers. Yeah, David Bowie's been around. He's been playing music professionally since 1962. Post Malone has been playing professionally since 2013, right? You take 65 million and divide it by 8. What does that get you?
Yeah, some big number.
13 million.
Whatever. Cool.
I had to use a calculator, but 13 million.
I didn't.
Yeah, because I didn't. David Bowie.
I didn't have to use a calculator.
That is 13 million records sold every year since Post Malone started.
Uh-huh.
What's 100 million divided by, how many years is that? 50? 58? 58 years?
Yeah.
That's less than 2 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
So Post Malone's better than David Bowie. The numbers speak for themselves.
Well, David Bowie is also a badass because his very last record that he did while he had cancer, which is really impressive. That was Lazarus, his Lazarus record.
His last Lazarus.
He did while like he was recording it and battling liver cancer at the same time. Which, I mean, like, if someone's going to be dedicated to their art, no matter how much they sold or didn't sell, like, that's determination, which is, I mean, to me, like, way more important than, like, how much you sell. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah.
That's what it is.
It's pretty interesting. I'll say, you know, the interesting thing about both these artists, I feel like, is... I mean, they're both kind of like known for how they look. You know, Post Malone has a very original image. You know, he's got
absolutely,
you know, his hair.
It's all about the image.
It's all about the image. And same with David Bowie. And David Bowie went through like a bunch of different phases. You know,
he can't even just pick something and go with it. Post Malone knows who he is.
And David Bowie has a wide variety of abilities and can perform well in all of them.
Sure.
He's got his like earlier days where, I mean, he's got he looks like a, you know, regular kid, and then he goes into Stardust, and then he goes into his phase, you know, his hero's phase, where he's wearing the suit and has the, you know, coiffed hairdo. And then after that, he kind of does his own thing.
Doesn't have anything to do with why this is what it is. But
really? Like, did you get that?
That's why I dyed my hair, was because of Ziggy
Oh,
Stardust.
yeah.
But
right,
that's
right,
not
right.
important to this argument right now.
Post Malone is better.
Post Malone is better than David Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
you
great.
know, fun fact. Fun fact.
Fun. Not just one fun, but two funs.
That's because it's so much fun.
So much.
You know, Post Malone's hit song "Better Now." You know, it used to have different lyrics before he released it. Do you know what the original lyrics used to be?
What?
You probably think you're better about Bowie. You probably think you're better Bowie. That's cause I'm not around. It was him talking about how David Bowie thinks he's better than Post Malone, but Post Malone's like, nah, it's not true. Post Malone is better than David Bowie.
Well,
Post Malone even knew what was going on before we even had this conversation. So, the facts speak for themselves.
Okay, fact boy. Well, David Bowie also has been around for a very long time.
Yes.
I didn't.
You know what the original lyrics to Space Oddity? You know what the original words to Space Oddity were?
I can guess.
Ground control to Post Malone.
Oh my god.
I wish that I was as cool as you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what can I say?
You know, that's
David
great.
Bowie was ahead of his time. And he
I'd say they almost like kind of both are in a way. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that like set Post Malone apart from a lot of other artists today that people don't really.
His guitar playing, for one.
Well, yeah, for one.
That cover he did like forever ago of the Bob Dylan song. Which one did he play?
I'm gonna say I have no idea.
It's really cool though. It's like way before he blew up. He did a Bob Dylan song, and I can't remember which Dylan tune it is now. I want to say like, "It's All Right, Ma," but I'm certain that's not it. That's just like what's coming to mind.
Interesting.
Look it up.
Yeah,
it'll be linked
look
somewhere because it's a really good cover.
Because yeah, I'm interested to hear that because I genuinely had no idea that he covered a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, both artists incredibly artistic. We would like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't really matter
it
what
doesn't
a couple
matter
of
what we have.
music nerds like argue about, because we can just argue for days, right?
Yeah,
the thing that
we
really
could be here all
matters
day.
is what you think.
Let us know what you think.
We want to know what you think.
Comment section below, like and subscribe, and we're good foot forward, and we're gonna get our revenge.
Our revenge is coming!
It's coming!
It's coming!
God damn it!
It's coming!